Kevin and David are newlyweds in a new home with a big backyard problem. They've got an old tired fence, an overgrown hedge, an odd-shaped garden, and really an uneven, unusable patio. They want a space that will grow with them and the family they hope to start. But they have no idea how to turn this bedlam into beautiful. I want to show them how easy it is to create beautiful, distinct garden rooms in their yard. This is going to be fun. Why don't you kind of tell us what you see as your dream yard?
Well, we've been married almost a year, and we'd really love to raise our family here, but we've got a hedge that's overgrown.
Yeah, I think we're going to need one of those hedge trimmer things.
Because I don't know what these things are growing out here. What is that?
We've got trees growing out of our hedge. We'd really like to do something in the back. It's not a big area.
We've got absolutely no privacy.
What I would like to see is an area where we could actually enjoy our backyard, and we'd like to do something different with the fence, get a little bit of color in our garden, and we just don't know what to do with the hedges.
Pretty much clueless as far as what to do in the yard. I don't know where to start or begin.
This is a big job and an awkward yard, and we're really scared to get this started.
Okay, well, we're here to help relax those fears and help you create your garden oasis. Our first project is to open up your yard by cleaning up your hedge and replacing your existing gardens with new sod. Our second project is to create 2 functional outdoor rooms. The first will be a dining area. We'll remove your old patio stones and replace them with a pea stone flooring framed by some nice interlock stones. The second room we'll create will be a sitting chill-out area where we'll reuse your old patio stones to create a funky geometric floor. And just to keep those zones private, we'll finish them off with a nice dark bamboo fence. Finally, our third project will be to plant some new gardens. We'll reuse your old plants and give them room to grow and thrive. Your new garden design is going to feature, ta-da, a marriage tree.
Oh yeah, right on.
We knew you guys' anniversary was coming up, so we kind of wanted to give you something that would grow and blossom just like your love.
Perfect.
Okay, so we've got the old fence is out of here. We got the grass up as well, and we've moved a bunch of the stone over. Our team is going to tackle our first project. All right, here's the landscape fabric. You know what landscape fabric is? It's tough. It's also going to help keep your patio level and weed-free. So you guys go ahead and start getting that stuff down so we can lay the stones. And you and I, let's start on these hedges. Man, Kevin, when was the last time you trimmed these hedges?
Like never?
Yeah, guys, these hedges are really overgrown. They're top heavy and kind of dense, so no light is getting to the bottom, and that's just not the way you want to be. We've got to do some trimming on these guys, get them back into shape, and even take a few of these out because I don't think they're going to fit. But you know, before we do anything, you got to check to make sure there are no wasp nests.
Wasp nests?
Yes, you got to
look for wasp nests?
Well, we got to make sure that when we start trimming, they don't come out swarming on us. And remember, I don't have to outrun the wasps. I just got to outrun you. And also you look on the bottom too, because you want to check for poison ivy, because poison ivy can get started in here. And then if you're trimming, you can knock branches on yourself, and that's just no good.
Looks like we got lots of stuff growing out of here.
Well, you do, but no poison ivy and no wasp nest. So David wants you to get started trimming.
Okay.
And you know what? Why don't we start trimming on this one so we can take them out?
All right, sounds good.
All right, so these guys here are clearly just a mess. So let's just start taking them down. Okay. As a matter of fact, 1, 2, 3, we're going to take out a good deal of these. But before we do that, your first step of taking any tree out is to trim it back. You trim all the branches off the tree to expose the trunk. That's going to give you something easy to grab onto when we pull it out. Now that we trim the branches back, we got to slice the roots off. So basically, we want to just go maybe about, I'd say 6 inches to 8 inches from the trunk and go straight down. If we try to pull this thing up without chopping the roots, it's going to be very difficult. Grab there, come back this way, that way.
There we go. Perfect.
If you had cleaned your hedges, it may have never come to this if you had trimmed them. Yeah. But we found the treasure. cherry tree stuck in the middle of your hedges that you didn't even know you had.
Oh my God.
Nope.
So we're going to clean this guy up, and we'll try to make sure that he can make it. So next thing we got to do now that we've got this whole hedge out is we got to cap this off because it's looking pretty raggedy over here now.
Okay.
Cut back some of this dead, put down those cedars. This is kind of make this end look neat.
Nice, more cleaner, more finished.
Exactly. Okay, so we
Alright.
can go grab some soil and grab those cedars.
All right, let's go.
Good to see that dirt. So we just about got our holes finished here. As a matter of fact, we can start setting some of these in. But come on, let's start with that first one. We'll pop them in.
Okay.
Then we'll backfill with a mixture of this good soil and also what came out of the hole. You always want to mix it up. Mixing old and new soil provides a healthy environment for the new cedars, one that is balanced and rich. Main thing is we want to make sure they're planting on the slope, they're not going to be sticking out the ground. Perfect. We'll plant these new cedars at the end of the hedge to cover up the brown dead branches that are now exposed from having removed some of the hedges. In a few years though, these new cedars will grow into the old hedges and it will all look seamless again. Okay guys, time to trim these hedges. Trimming hedges is fairly simple, but people always mess it up. What you want to do is you want to trim it in a trapezoid shape. So you want it to be thinner on the top than it is on the bottom. The technical degree is 8 degrees. Don't worry about that. Just start snipping so that the bottom leaves can still get some light. Trim a little at a time and step back every once in a while to make sure the shape is consistent along the hedge. When you're trimming as a group, make sure everyone is working together to achieve the desired shape. All right, looking good. Now guys, that's what a hedge is supposed to look like.
Oh man, I can't believe that's our hedge.
It's a big difference.
But man, I'm glad you're excited. Use that energy because you got some digging to do very soon.
Digging.
All right, Kevin, that's what I'm talking about. Now that's a hole. Whew, excellent.
All right.
This is your marriage tree.
Beautiful.
Right on.
This is a Japanese tree lilac or Syringa reticulata. That's the Latin name. Don't worry about that.
Wow, okay.
So this guy is great. It's a small tree, so it's going to stay in bounds, and it's also very ornamental. So we're going to get this guy out of here. There are 3 main rules to planting any tree. I don't care what it is.
Okay.
We got to get the hole only as deep and 2 times as wide. Perfect. Now you see the depth on that?
Nice.
That's perfect.
really
Here's
good.
how you tell that. You throw the shovel across. As long as it's touching both the ground and the root ball, you're good. Rule number 2, you're going to backfill with this dirt. So here's your shovel.
All right.
And rule number 3, water, water, water. You guys seem to have it handled. I'm going to leave you guys to plant the tree while I go check on the team in the back because they're working on the space for your new patio.
Yay.
All right. Knock it out, guys.
Okay, so
Fun,
I'll get
honey.
this in.
Yeah.
When we come back, I help Dava save some of her old plants for the new garden, and Kevin works up a sweat doing some manual labor.